my original trilogy 1/6 scale collection. All coming up on the next Action Collectibles and More video. Hey, what's up everyone? It's Michael here, and I'm actually snowed in on a Saturday night, so there is no better time than to show off my original trilogy 1/6 scale collection. So grab yourself a cup of coffee and let's get right to it. Okay, so let's start off with some A New Hope figures, and why not? Since it's the first Star Wars movie ever. And right here is probably my favorite figure in my collection. This old Ben Obi-Wan Kenobi figure. And both these figures here are over 10 years old. But look at the sculpt in this figure. I mean, it holds up so well. And once you get the robes right, it just looks stunning on display. And this Sand Trooper is the only Sand Trooper in the Hot Toys line, but they are reissuing or re-releasing new Sand Troopers in 2024 with a dewback. So yeah, that should be an awesome looking display. But two amazing figures. Older figures, looking great together. And then right below that shelf is the A New Hope Stormtrooper. Another figure that's over 10 years old. All these 40s figures right here are been in my collection for a long time. And here is the Grand Moff Tarkin. And even in this buyer's market, this figure is a pretty hard figure to get, and it goes for a lot of money. It's a great figure. I love the sculpt on it. Looks like the actor. Only problem I have is hiding the joints in the wrist. I have a hard time. You gotta do a lot of fussing and moving around with the shirt and the uniform to get those wrists. If you want to pose it like that, the way I'm posed right now. But nevertheless, it's an awesome looking figure. Looks great together. So right below that shelf is Tusken Raider and R5-D4. And both these figures here are not actually, I think this one is from the Mandalorian line, and that one is from Book of Boba Fett, but I have them in my New Hope setup because the Tusken Raider is from A New Hope. I remember him as a villain that tries to kill Luke, and I don't recognize him as a misunderstood character from Book of Boba Fett. So he belongs in A New Hope shelf in my collection. And R5-D4 too. This is the antenna that he has in A New Hope. You get a couple accessories with this figure. It actually comes with some pit droids and some droids from their prequels and from Book of Boba Fett, but I don't have them out right now. I'm not sure I'm going to keep them because I really just wanted the R5-D4. So, right below that shelf is the Hammerhead figure. I just unboxed this figure like a couple days ago on my channel. This figure is actually a Sideshow Collectibles figure, and this one is another figure that's over 13 years old. So it's not a Hot Toys figure. This is on the bottom shelf. Still have some good lighting here. Just I don't have the other light, the top light. So it's a little dark, but yeah, look at that figure. It's very impressive. It's a massive figure, but it fits well in here. He needs a shelf mate. I'm thinking maybe Guido. Sideshow Collectibles made a Guido about 15 years ago. Hot Toys have not made these figures. So yeah, maybe a Guido. To get my hands on one day, that'd be nice. All right, so that's my New Hope figures. So okay, so it's time for Empire Strikes Back, my favorite Star Wars movie. Like I said, here comes Empire Strikes Back, and all by himself on the top shelf is Snowspeeder Luke, and this figure is still available on Sideshow, and it's an impressive figure. I mean, I'm not sure why he's still available. I know the market's slow right now, but it's an original trilogy figure. It looks great. I think they just made a whole bunch of them. I really do. But he's by himself right now. I probably need a Hoth Leia or something. But yep, he's all just chilling. He's all right. Take up some space. And then look at that. Look at these guys. Here's a Hot Toys Snow Trooper. One of my favorite troopers in the whole entire universe, Star Wars universe. And then there's a AT-AT driver. Some people might call it AT-AT driver. I call it AT-AT driver. And this one is another Sideshow Collectibles piece, just like the Hammerhead. And yeah, look at that. Pretty impressive. And like I said, yeah, one of my favorite shells right there. It's all about matching them up, right? And then right below that is another impressive shelf. Look at that. Wow. Let me get down to my knees here. Need like a knee pad or something, but look at that. That is The Lando, Calrissian, and Leia and Bespin. Look at that. I mean, this shelf is great. These go great together. Lando's another figure that's still available. It's been available for a couple years on Sideshow. It's a Hot Toys figure, and that cape is looking pretty awesome inside. And it's all about the cape. I mean, you get that cape right, he looks great. And he looks great with Leia. You know, if I had a hand in Bespin, then I might have to change it out, but yeah. There's no hand Bespin and for Hot Toys right now. All right, so let's go down to the bottom shelf and look at that pair. Why not, right? Luke and Bespin with the Dagobah base and that really cool looking Vader helmet from Dagobah. And then there's Yoda using the Force. Look at that, he's actually using the Force. Well, you can see the little plastic pieces right there, right? Holding up the rocks. Nice looking figures right there. It's a great looking shelf. Can't beat that. I really like that Vader helmet. All right, so I got one more Empire Strikes Back shelf. So let's get to that. Okay, so here is Boba Fett from The Empire Strikes Back and Darth Vader. And this is both these figures are from the 40th anniversary along with the Lando and the Luke. So they redid these figures or reissued them in the 40th anniversary line for Empire Strikes Back. And, you know, with the figures I have, they go together perfectly. You can make the argument to put Luke Bespin on his Bespin stand with the Vader. But right now I have Boba Fett there, and I'm kind of looking at getting some bounty hunters from the Sideshow Collectibles line, maybe Bosk. So I can switch it up a little bit. So, but that's what I have for now. And then Return of Jedi, and good way to start Return of Jedi off with Luke and Jedi, since we see him very early in the film. And there he is in his Jedi robes, just kind of standing there. No weapon, just using the Force, choking the Gamorrean god. And there's R2, and this is actually Attack of the Clones R2, but I kind of just threw his Luke's lightsaber in there, kind of, you know, made him into an original trilogy R2. There is a C-3PO on pre-order for Hot Toys, so once that comes out, I'll move things around. Maybe Luke will get paired up with somebody else. And then there's more Return of Jedi figures. We have Leia and Endor with Wicket. This is a 2-pack that came out a couple years ago, and I love the set. Another set that's going for a pretty high price right now. Not my favorite Leia figure. Like the Leia and Bespin better. And I like the Leia and Hoth better than both these, and I don't have it. I think Leia and Hoth will go up here at one point when I get her. Wicket figure grew on me in the beginning. I was like, but yeah, looks good, looks good. I like all the different accessories that comes with it. Okay, so back on top is some more Return of Jedi figures, and there's the Scout Trooper without the bike. And then there is another Luke Skywalker figure. I have a lot of Luke Skywalker figures. There's a Endor Luke. Not really loving this figure too much. I mean, it looks good on the shelf with the bike scout, but the expression just, yeah, not my favorite, but probably posed up a little more. And then besides this shelf here, on top here, you see the speeder bike with the Scout Trooper, yeah, just chilling out. I don't know what he's firing at. He's firing at something, but got some empty walls there. Got a lot of room to put more stuff. I have some ideas. I have some Kenner stuff I want to mix in. It's going to be interesting, but we'll see what happens. And then below here is the Emperor. Yep. So another figure that's, you know, kind of getting old, maybe about 6-7 years old right now. And yes, the original Emperor from Return of the Jedi, and then why not Royal Guard right next to him. I would love to get another Royal Guard, but they're going up in price as well. So right now, the Emperor is being guarded by one. Not that he needs to be guarded by anyone. So I have some empty shelves, and I have some prequel figures. But I'm just going to keep this original trilogy right now. I just feel like that's what I'm collecting. I'm collecting a lot of Kenner figures, and I love the prequels, don't get me wrong. But yeah, just feeling like original trilogy for collecting purposes. I'm just going to go over the display case a little bit right now. Everything you see right here is from IKEA. These are Dietorfs, there's 5 of them on a Bester bookcase. So if you want any more details about the display case, here is this video. It goes into more detail about the case. And the lighting is from Luke Lights. It's an overseas company. And again, here's a video on the details of the lighting, which I think is great. I love the way it hides everything. Can't see the wires, and it has these brackets up here. And you can see now with all the lights off in the room, I have some extra lights on top there. That's what you see glowing, but this is with all the lights off in the room. And see how everything looks. Like I said, got some more room for some original trilogy figures. Not a lot on pre-order. There's a Vader from Return of the Jedi, a C-3PO, and I think that's it. Like I said, there's a Dewback, so. But like I said, I'm not afraid to go and pick up some Sideshow figures, some bounty hunters, to go with Boba Fett and mix it up a little bit. So this case has some room. Like I said, I have some ideas. I collect a lot of vintage figures right now, vintage stuff, so I might get some ships or something, some vehicles, but it's coming along. But yeah, it's my original trilogy, 1/6 sale collection right now. Like I said, I have some Hot Toys prequel figures in the boxes, but yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I love the prequels, and I don't collect anything else anymore. I'm not doing any TV shows or any of that stuff. Actually, these shelves here are reserved for the Rey movie. Okay, so that is a joke of the day. I am definitely not going to be getting any Rey figures from the new Rey movie. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I'm definitely going to be adding more figures as the year goes on, and I am going to hopefully get a display together for my Kenner figures that I've been picking up over the last few months. So look for that to come in the near future. But anyway, I hope everyone's having a great weekend, and like always, go get yourself some action figures.